Hello everybody, Brad Johnson here, and welcome to the updated video of the BCR Technique 30-Day Challenge Day 0 Preparation. Now I wanted to do an updated video on the Day 0 preparation because there have been some changes, and I'm going to outline it here in this video. So if you're checking out BCR Technique 30-Day Challenge for the first time, welcome. This of course is the video where you want to get started here on Day 0. So what you will notice that as you go through this playlist, you will find days 1 through 30. And this is the meat and potatoes of the entire course. Okay? So as you go through day 1 all the way to day 30, those are the important ones we really want to make sure we're doing. Okay? You will notice that as you go through the playlist that you will see bonus videos. Okay? Bonus videos will pop on periodically throughout the playlist. I recommend checking them out, but they're not part of the meat and potatoes, okay? This is the core. So you want to make sure that you're just at least doing the day 1 to day 30 of the BCR Technique 30-Day Challenge. But yes, there are bonus videos because this is helping you to give an additional grasp of the BCR Technique altogether. The BCR technique is quite a simple technique once you understand the simple flow about how it works. So firstly, when we're taking a look at BCR, what does that stand for? Well, we're looking at breath work. We're looking at calmness. And we're looking at reinforcement. That is what represents the BCR. So you can think of it like VCR, like in the old days, just with a capital B taking its place. It's a good way to remember it. So working together with breath work, calmness, and reinforcement. So again, like I said, I'm happy that you're here. And whatever your reasons for working together with the BCR technique, doesn't matter to me. I'm just happy you're ready to take advantage of this free 30-day challenge online course. Now you may also be here for another reason, and that other reason is because of Kundalini awakening sessions. Okay? Kundalini awakening sessions are going to be a brand new weekly sessions that I'm going to be doing as we move into June 2022. Okay? This is one of the reasons why I wanted to do this updated Day 0 preparation video, to let you guys know about this, the Kundalini awakening sessions. Okay? This is actually helping you online to awaken one chakra center at a time and actually bringing Kundalini into that one chakra center. And we do one chakra per month for 7 months. Okay? And through that 7 months of time, you will have fully awakened Kundalini because I'm going to guide you through every step of the process. Now, in the past, I talked about the idea that I don't think I would ever do Kundalini awakening online because it is very risky and it can be very dangerous. And that's true. But that is if I was doing all 7 chakras, or I should say 6 chakras, and the one Sahasrara center together with a person online, which I would never do. But as I always talk to Spirit, Spirit just gave me the idea of saying, well, just do one chakra at a time, one chakra, and bringing the awakening of Kundalini into that one chakra, and then just working periodically in opening up the other centers. So that is what's going to be happening. Through the Kundalini awakening sessions, they are free sessions, okay? I will not be charging for Kundalini, that's just wrong. Don't do that, right? So I will be doing some in-person events in the future, and if there is charging for that, it's mostly charging to rent out the space or charging to rent out a retreat center or anything of that nature. But I would never actually charge for the Kundalini practice itself. Okay? That's wrong. Don't want to do that. To me personally, that's wrong. Another person, well, that's their own choice. Nonetheless, Kundalini Awakening sessions online are going to be available here in June of 2022. So as it is April 24th right now, 2022, look at the time of May. The time of May, I'm going to be making more updates about the Kundalini Awakening sessions. Like I said, they will be free. So if that is your reason that you are here, congratulations. Making sure you're really paying attention to days 1 through 30. Okay? What we're going to do right now is we're going to do just a simple taste of the BCR technique, but we're doing it without the R. Okay? We're just going to do some breath work and going into calmness because you are going to be aware of the 2 phases of breath. Yes, there are 2 phases of breath within BCR technique. So like I said, we want to make sure that we're getting the 30 days down because this is the prerequisite in order for you to do this. Okay? Make sure you have the 30 days down because I'm going to be testing you. All right? So if you're signing up for the free Kundalini Awakening sessions, I'm going to test you with some simple questions as you apply, right, to sign up. Don't worry, they're not harsh, super difficult questions. They're actually quite simple. It's just me knowing that you have gone through the entire series, you've taken it seriously, and you're making a difference to yourself. Okay? So there will be a test for those who want to sign up with the Kundalini Awakening sessions. But let's go back to the breath right now. So with stage 1 breath, what this represents is the cleansing breath. Okay, cleansing breath, super duper simple. This might be on the exam, by the way, so pay attention. Keeping you on your toes. So the cleansing breath. So all we're doing is we're just doing this. Okay, we are cleansing the body. So as we work with the cleansing breath, all this is doing is this is getting yourself energized. Now this is a very, very helpful breath, especially if we wake up first thing in the morning. We want to do BCR, which is what I certainly recommend. Okay, first thing in the morning, you start doing the deep cleansing breaths. Okay, I would say do an average between 5 to 10. If you want to go longer, you can go longer. But I'd say if you're doing those 5 very deep cleansing breaths, then you're getting yourself energized. You're picking yourself up. You're making yourself active. Okay, I refer to this as moving into the active state of calmness. Simple enough, right? So again, we do about 5 to 10 on average of the phase 1 breath. 5 to 10 reps. If you want to do more, you can do more. But I'd say do at least 5, especially like I said, as you're doing this first thing in the morning. So once we do that, we just take a moment and we just check in. So am I feeling good? Am I feeling active? Am I feeling awake? Am I feeling alert? Yes, good. I'm in the active state of calmness. I'm in active calmness. All right. Now we go on to phase 2 breath. And this is heart rate variability. Okay. And we want to do this breath for about 5 to 20 minutes. Okay? As long as you're getting your 5 minutes in, that's good. That's the minimum. Okay? So, what is heart rate variability? Well, if you're on YouTube here and you're watching this, then you will be able to search YouTube and you'll find quite a few people talking about heart rate variability. It's actually quite popular. Okay? All we're doing in heart rate variability is we're doing nasal breathing. Okay? So we're breathing in through the nose. We are breathing out through the nose. Okay? Now I'm just using an example here for the amount of seconds. So let's take a look at, firstly, breathing in for 4 seconds and breathing out for 6 seconds. Okay? So let's try that now, just through the nose as you inhale and exhale through the nose. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, inhale. 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? So we have no pauses in between that breath. It is straight flow. As you inhale, we go straight to the exhale. Once we finish the exhale, we go right to the inhale again. We don't pause. No pauses at all in HRV, okay? Now, people have different versions, and basically what they say, as long as you get that 1 extra second of the exhaling breath, you're good. I don't think so. For me, I do the 2-second exhale. I do the 2-second exhale rule, okay? That's kind of my own version of heart rate variability, right? But some people will say, well, you know, if you breathe in for 6 seconds, just make sure you add an extra second to your exhale, so breathe out for 7 seconds, okay? That's their rule, that's not mine. My rule is I want you to have 2 extra seconds of exhale. I really want you to stimulate the parasympathetic nervous system. I really want you to stimulate the vagus nerve. I really want you to stimulate the dorsal vagal complex, okay? So what the heart rate variability breath is doing is it's getting us into calmness, right? If we're doing, for example, 4 seconds inhale and 4 seconds exhale, nothing really gets stimulated. You're basically just staying together in the sympathetic nervous system. The sympathetic nervous system is all about fight or flight, right? We don't want that. We don't want to get into stress. We don't want to get into anxiety. We want to move out of that. So this is crucial for BCR. So we are working together with heart rate variability. 4 seconds in, 6 seconds out is just an example. If you feel you can do more, do more. If you feel you can do 6 seconds in and 8 seconds out, then go ahead and do it. 7 seconds in, 9 seconds out, go ahead and do it. Okay, even if 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out, 6 seconds out is too much for you, then scale it down a bit, right? Try and do 3 and 5. Okay, I would say try and get 3 seconds of inhale. 1, 2, 3, and then 5 seconds of exhale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That would be my suggested minimum, okay? If you still have problems breathing, 2 seconds in, 4 seconds out, okay? But I think that's the least. That's like the bare minimum, okay? So try and get at least that 3 and 5. The optimal level is 4 seconds in and 6 seconds out, okay? But don't push yourself too hard. You breathe in regards to what you feel you can do, okay? But I'm just giving you that little nudge to say, let's see if we can get to 4 to 6, okay? But if you can do more, please do more. Just remember to add those 2 extra seconds to your exhale, okay? And we're doing this for about 5 to 20 minutes, 5 minutes minimally, okay? So if you're saying, oh, I'm doing BCR technique and I'm doing the phase 2 breath, yeah, how many minutes are you doing? Oh, I'm doing about 2 minutes. No. Mm-mm. I want you to do it again. I want you to do the minimum of 5 minutes, okay? Get at least that 5 minutes in there, okay? Very important, because it's that 5 minutes. From what I've noticed from personal experience, because this is an updated video, 5 minutes really makes the difference, okay? If a person's doing it for 2 minutes or 3 minutes, it's good, but it's not enough, right? We really want to stimulate the calmness in ourselves, and that is what heart rate variability does. Heart rate variability is stimulating the parasympathetic nervous system, okay? That's what's bringing you into calmness. That's what's bringing you into relaxation. That is also what's bringing you into the subtle state, okay? This is what I refer to as the subtle state, okay? Where you're just starting to move into the deeper brainwave states. So you could start moving into the alpha, the theta, for example, okay? So you're moving into a subtle state of being. Another term is referred to as the low idle state, okay? But I refer to it as the subtle state. So as we go into the subtle state of being, we now start to move into the lower brainwave states, the alpha, the theta. You may even move a little bit more into the delta as well too. That's our goal. We want to get really, really calm, okay? As you get into that state of calmness, if this represents ground zero, if this represents the area of problems within your life, right? This is filled with capital P, problems. Our goal is to be up here, okay? We need to rise above our problems. You cannot resolve your problems by being a problem, okay? You have to be the solution to your problem, not the cause, okay? Because this is what we've been doing all our life. We've been creating the cause of problems. In order for us to get past that, we need to get ourselves into the subtle state, doing the phase 1 and the phase 2 of BCR technique of the breath, doing the heart rate variability, picking ourselves up, and you will feel it. This is why we want to do it for at least 5 minutes, okay? At least 5 minutes, and you're just picking yourself up, and now you're getting high. You're getting high on that beautiful, wonderful, low idle, subtle state of being, okay? And when you're up here, this is what makes the difference. That's what's then going to bring you into reinforcement, okay? So our goal is to go from here to going all the way up here. When you're all the way up here, you're at the calmness state, okay? And all you're doing is you're just taking a few moments just to take in your calmness. Don't rush. Don't be in a hurry, right? So when you're doing this in the morning, for example, I would say take 20 to 30 minutes out of your morning and do BCR, okay? And so we're working with the breath work to elevate ourselves upwards, because this is the interesting thing. So we're going deeper through the low idle state, the subtle state, but as we're going deeper, we're actually moving ourselves up into the higher state of being. So the subtle state is enabling us to go deeper, but it's also raising us higher. It's like going on this elevator, and now you are 100 feet up. Now you're looking down at your problems. And when we're here, this is where you are more susceptible to forgive. That's the power of BCR. It is love, it is compassion, it is forgiveness. That's what we want to do. We cannot be in forgiveness when we're down here, okay? We want to be up here. We want to be up here with love, capital L. The love energy that you are going to obtain within yourself, that you are going to learn as you do days 1 through 30 here through the BCR technique 30-day challenge. So this is just the overview that I wanted to give you for day 0 preparation. You've already done the phase 1 and phase 2 breath. So you're now going to just move into that calmness after doing that heart rate variability for at least 5 minutes. And I want you just to really pay attention to that, of what the heart rate variability breath does to you for 5 minutes. It's going to feel like you're just floating on this wooden plank in the middle of the ocean. And after doing heart rate variability, it's like all the waves have calmed down. And that ocean, those waves, represent your emotions. So when you notice that after you do that breath work, after you do HRV, and you feel everything just being so calm and so still, well, that is representing your own emotional balance, okay? It's kind of like you just feel that in the mind. I'm just giving you an example, inner analogy here, okay? But you're going to feel calmer. Now that you're feeling calm, we can now go into reinforcement, and you are going to learn that as you go into day 1 exercise, okay? So I wish you well with the BCR technique. You can always contact me if you have any questions in regards to BCR. Okay? You can contact me through info@newearthteachings.org. And of course, you can check out my website at newearthteachings.com. Thank you so much for participating with the 30-day BCR Technique Challenge. Again, I wish you well and enjoy everything BCR Technique has to offer, because it will most certainly change your life. Much love to you all. Take care and be well.